Realtors, customers, and investors, let's talk about Airbnb. Statistically, when inflation starts to go up, people start to spend, right? When people start to spend, credit card usage goes up. When credit card usage goes up, what goes first? All the fun. So stay tuned and let's talk about it. What's up? This is Andrew Vose with Prosperity Group, bringing you all things living in Pensacola and surrounding areas. If you get some value from this, like, subscribe, comment, share, do whatever you got to do. Get in touch with me. I'd love to hear from you. All right, so there's a big question around Airbnbs right now, and we live in a luxury market out up here on Pensacola Beach and surrounding areas. There's some good Airbnb opportunities everywhere. Pensacola, Gulf Breeze, Navarre Beach, Pensacola Beach, surrounding areas, Destin, Panama City. There's always going to be a need for short-term rentals, right? And there's a lot of room to grow in that industry, but what's a good Airbnb, right? Well, for me, a good Airbnb is something that's turning me, $500 to $1,000 a month on a low end, maybe $5,000 to $10,000 a month on a higher end property, right? And that's after net and all that. But be careful, guys, because we are in a recession, and I do believe that this is going to continue for years and years. When people's credit card spending goes up, what falls to the wayside? Travel, fun, anything that's extra outside of their normal food, shelter, kids, family, stuff like that, that's super uber important, right? That should not be sacrificed. So out here on Pensacola Beach, as one of my previous videos talked about, we're actually selling, now this isn't Airbnb, but I'm going to talk a statistic here. We're at about last year, we were at 100 days on the market average out here on the beach. This year, we're at just over 60, which means people are buying out here. And we do have a heavy set of investors that buy and then just rent out and are okay with, 10 to 15% a year on their return. So what do I look for? I look for, if I'm talking about Pensacola Beach, right? Private pool, 4 or 5 bedroom, easily accessible. What amenities do they have? Is it heated pool? Do they have an upstairs, downstairs, bunk beds for kids? Do they have private areas? Do they have a private fence? Barbecue area? Does it come with kayaks, bikes, anything like that? So when you're looking to purchase an Airbnb, you want to look, how can I deck this thing out to make it more attractive? And then in the process, after you go and purchase one, okay, this is very, very important. Whether you have a management company or you do it yourself, you want to price monitor it. You want to revenue monitor it, right? And you want to look for gaps that there are, okay, maybe you say the whole month of February is booked out or March really isn't. So what do? We drop the price and we just instantly get bookings. Whatever you're offering, right, you just need to incentivize it, because $1 is better than $0. $100 is better than $0, right? So if I'm getting $100, if I go down from $200 a night to $100 a night, but I book that whole week, that's $700 plus the cleaning fee. So you need to be actively involved, just like you are with your finances. When you're purchasing an Airbnb, you need to be actively involved. If you're just going to set it and forget it at the beginning, I don't think that is smart or wise, especially in the market that we're in. So, and don't over leverage yourself. Make sure it maybe has some last year's actual production or this year's projections, and then just make sure you know what you're doing if you're going to manage it yourself. Get linked in with Airbnb, VRBO, all that stuff. But what I like out here is Paradise Beach Homes. They manage my properties out here. They're always receptive to my take on it and my know-how, right? So I just jumped in. I actually had a meeting with them today on our Navarre Beach and our Pensacola Beach house. I'm like, hey, let's get aggressive with these rates. Let's get them booked out, right? Because plus, when on VRBO and Airbnb, the more bookings and more booked out they are, the better reviews you get, the more reviews you get, and the higher you come up on SEO. So there's your Airbnb. If you think this can provide any value, like, share, comment, reach out to me. I'd love to talk with you. Let's go from there.